I call the next part of the Dinner Special podcast the pressure cooker. I'm going to ask you 7 fast and fun questions that we want to know your answers to. Are you up for it?
Okay.
Awesome. Number 1, which food shows or cooking shows do you watch?
Oh, I do watch TV, and I would have to say we just started watching the Great British Bake Off. So I only started watching the newest season, and it's perfect. Everyone is so polite, everyone's so kind and gentle. There's no ego, and there's lots of luscious cakes and baked goods. So that's pretty great. And then we also started watching, my husband and I. It's a Netflix show, and I think it's called A Chef's Table, and it's by the director of Jiro Dreams of Sushi. So each episode is a new chef, a little 1-hour documentary about a certain chef, and it's probably the most inspiring television I've seen in a long time. Or it's not even if you're interested in cooking, but I think obviously that helps. My husband, who could care less about cooking, finds it very inspiring. I think if you're a creative person, it's really great hearing from people who are creative and have a passion for what they do and do well. So
Great.
those are 2 great shows.
Awesome. Number 2, what are some food blogs or websites we have to know about?
Um, hmm. I think Dinner Was Delicious, or Is Delicious. It's a Tumblr blog. I really like that one. Good photography, but it's the writing that's kind of like snappy, sassy, and fun. Um, yeah, Kitchen Culinaire. She's a local Vancouver blogger, and I've been to her kitchen, and pretty much the blog features her beautiful kitchen and her beautiful recipes that are quite simple, but very beautiful and almost ethereal.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, number 3, who do you follow on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube that make you happy?
I would say Kitchen Culinaire is really good on Instagram. I look at Instagram a lot. So Wit and Vinegar is another food blogger who has a great Instagram. Who else? Coco Cupcake, another Vancouver blogger, but beautiful, fun photographs of tasty cakes.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, number 4, what is the most unusual or treasured item you have in your kitchen?
Treasured item. It would probably be a split between, I have this old cast iron frying pan that was given to us by my husband Cornelius's grandmother when she passed away. And it's old. It's a workhorse. I feel like it's just something that, I'll never get rid of and I use it all the time. Like I just made eggs for breakfast in it this morning. I use it for baking salmon. I've baked cakes in it. It's really amazing. I also am very partial to my pistachio-colored KitchenAid mixer, which I got as a wedding present. So I love that.
Great. Now, number 5, name one ingredient you used to dislike that you now love.
I have a lot of dislikes for being a food blogger and someone who supposedly loves food, but I think cucumber is one that I never really liked, and I still don't really like it when people flavor water with cucumber. That's not very refreshing for me. But cucumber, I used to think the texture kind of skeeved me out somehow, but now, like last night, we had sandwiches, and I had cucumber in the sandwich, and I make cucumber salads all the time, and I just find it really refreshing, especially during the summer.
Right.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Number 6, what are a few cookbooks that make your life better?
Well, I think one of the first cookbooks that I really loved when I started cooking, when I became a vegetarian, was the Moosewood Cookbook. has no photos, and that doesn't bother me. And I just really loved it. It was kind of hippie-ish, but it really was. It sort of explained vegetarian cooking for me. So I really think that cookbook, deserves a prime spot on my shelf, and I'll never get rid of it.
Cool. It's called the Moosewood Cookbook?
Yeah, Moosewood Cookbook.
Awesome.
And there's a whole series of those books from, I think it's a restaurant in upstate New York.
Okay.
And vegetarian restaurant. And all the recipes are really great.
Gotcha. Number 7, the final question. What song or album just makes you want to cook?
Probably it's an album by the Kinks called the Village Green Preservation Society. Very retro. Well, I mean, it's from the 60s, so it's retro. But it's just very pleasant sounding, poppy. It would be a perfect sort of cooking album. But if I really am feeling tired and I need a little something, I'd probably throw on Robin. Just something really kind of fun to get me in the kitchen. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Jeannette. You have officially survived the pressure cooker.
Yay!